Besides my Wi-Fi being dodgy, yeah, I'm okay. I've just been a little bit sick. I haven't been working actually. Been off because I'm drinking meds. Don't
Sorry,
want to
man.
be on drugs and driving. But besides that, man, I'm okay, bro. Also, YouTube is a criminal, by the way.
Honestly,
Because the other night we got to
100.
100 subscribers, and now I'm back to like 89. And I don't think people were 2 days.
Maybe.
So my team for once didn't lose this
You
weekend.
know, you know.
That's
It's a good thing, man. At least you didn't lose over the weekend, man. So that is actually good to see, man. But me, I'm fine. I'm okay. Aside the fact that Carlo Ancelotti likes stressing me and doesn't like just doing simple stuff to get results, I'm okay. But at the end of the day, I'm happy I won the game. Anyhow, yes, you could say it was terrible to watch. A lot of people actually enjoyed watching the game, but for me, I don't think I loved playing. We did not really play well, for me, my own opinion, though. But I think that is where we're going to start the show today. Vegeta, Man City, Real Madrid versus in the first leg of the playoff, Champions League playoff, United, Man City lost to Real Madrid playing at the Etihad Stadium. What is your take on the game, guys?
just shocking. Because the Madrid account
Never.
royalty in football and United. So I can't understand how one City side makes them look so bad. You guys can do so many good. That's the best way I can describe that match. To say one team really needs one thing. So they
Man,
need him so much. They
it's
had to have a
crazy, man.
banner.
It's crazy.
That's what I can say of yesterday's game. I'm still getting used to the format. My friend actually said it's the playoffs, and I said these teams couldn't even auto qualify. They both have to play playoffs, bro. And you know what? Yesterday's game was proof that these guys couldn't qualify. The quality from them was lacking, and I don't know who's gonna stop Liverpool, Timber, because you guys aren't playing well, bro. Maybe Barcelona. I don't know, bro.
But like,
City.
but like I would say, you don't need to be playing well to be to win the Champions League. I've always been saying it. So that's the thing. And when it comes to Madrid in Champions League, bro, expect anything from Madrid. Expect anything from them, especially when it comes to the Champions League football. Expect it. Somebody was, yeah. I would do that. I would do that. Somebody was even saying that Real Madrid use voodoo when it comes to Champions League. They've got this voodoo they use.
It's not voodoo. They must stop calling it voodoo, Temba. It's called heritage. And I know the
Exactly.
one who said voodoo is a Man City fan because they don't know what heritage is. They don't understand how a club can win a competition by just who they are. You
Mm-hmm.
get. I miss being that because United used to be that club. I mean, we've got remnants of it. I've seen us in games where we're not supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even Real Madrid is that club. It's heritage. It's that people expect you to do something. So even when you're not good, you try to bring something. But you're complaining about your manager. What from your manager are you not happy about yesterday?
Okay. Yesterday night, right now is this man.
Yeah.
I watched the game because initially I was not going to do the watch along because I was kind of tired because I went to Liverpool Mpumalanga and I was driving. So I
Yeah.
came back. I said I would just watch the game. Then the first half, Madrid. We like I think that first half we should be at least before Man City scored a goal. We should be leading the game probably 3-0 to 4-0 in the first half.
Mm.
And now The reason why I'm pissed at Carlo Ancelotti is this, man, is the fact that we've got players that can win you games as well on the bench, and this man is refusing to go to the bench. Yes, in hindsight, I know people will look at it and be like, this man is a genius. He made the changes and it worked. But the honest truth is this, man. Coming into that game, Kamavinga has been injured entire season. Okay, he came into the game, played against the last match we played. All of a sudden, he's starting the game against Man City. And I was saying to myself,
So
like,
Kamavinga was back from injury.
yeah, he was an injury, then he went straight to Man City's game. I was like, no, man, you're just rushing this guy. I don't have a problem with the guy. The guy had, for me, I think he was bad yesterday. Anybody could say he was doing well. For me, he was terrible yesterday. Terrible. So in the second half, I was expecting this man, after watching the first half, I said the second half, I would expect him to bring the likes of Brahim Diaz, bring in Luka Modric, because you want to create football. And I was seeing Bellingham watching Blinkers on the pitch. He was not playing well. You could say the same for Vinicius Junior. Yes, he lights up later in the game. But for me, in that first half, coming to his second half, I would have taken out Vinicius, take out Mendy. Mendy is somebody else I would have taken out yesterday. And what got me angry the most is the fact that Carlo Ancelotti decided to take out Madrid best player on the pitch yesterday, which was Dani Ceballos. Now, you are taking him out because he gave a penalty away. A penalty, for me, I don't think it's a pen. For me, in my own opinion, it's not. But you gave it out. You took him out. That was where I lost it. Like, how are you taking this guy out? Because for me, he has been the best player on the pitch before he gave away that penalty. You have Adagule on the bench. We have Brahim Diaz on the bench. We have Luka Modric on the bench. We have Endrick on the bench. And I was saying, if Pep had what Madrid had on the bench yesterday,
He would have beaten Carlo.
I'm sorry, he would have. Because
So-
you can't tell me you have a match winner in Brahim Diaz sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
You're only bringing him 83 minutes. 83 minutes. And I was saying that you are bringing this guy in 83 to come and do what? Miracle. And the guy came in also and did the miracle, got the goal, and from there, we did not. Immediately I got that second goal, I said, there's a possibility of me winning the game. Because I know now those guys will show up for it, especially the last of your Vinicius Junior. Because before then, I was saying that you are seeing that banner. And by the way, Man City fans, those guys are they disgrace, man. They are a disgrace, honestly. So you are taking banter the player. So were you thinking it was going to affect his game or what? Because Vinicius said it after the game. Said when he saw the banner, but
Gave him.
it only motivated him the more. And sometimes that is the right mentality you want to have as a player, because there are players that will see that and it kills their morale immediately.
But also, the Man City fans don't have good taste because they don't understand that the tears isn't about the award. Yes, they ban whatever, but for the most part, from what I know of Vinny's career, a lot of the times the tears have come from the racism he faces in the league
Yes.
when he plays other teams and even sometimes his own home team fans. So it feels almost like it's tone deaf from the City fans to be like, don't cry, whatever. But it's like, do you understand why the Vinny is crying? You have to understand the root of it.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't blame people for not kneeling at these no racism things, because it's like that thing doesn't help. Okay. But besides that, whenever we have our podcast, Emma, the one theme I've noticed listening to you, and I've watched a few Madrid games with you, we've seen these things in real time. Carlo Ancelotti seems to have beef with certain members on his bench. It almost makes me wonder, why do you have them on your bench? Because you don't seem to want to utilize them, except for like Luka Modric. Because Luka Modric just feels like the default for all of his substitutions, no matter what's happening in the game. And I remember when my manager did that, because Ten Hag used to do the same thing. He'd always have the same subs to say, no matter what is happening, Temba, this is the people.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense, because there are certain games where you're like, oh, wait, I need to put in maybe Endrick because maybe Mbappe is not working in the 9, or whatever. But it almost feels like Carlo is almost he's very stubborn about I'm not gonna play under Gula, which I don't know why, bro. Because you can't look at that kid's performance in for his country coming into this season and then
Yeah,
you decide
yeah,
I'm not gonna try.
yeah.
That's like Barcelona looking at Lamille performing for Spain and winning and saying I don't believe in youth, so I'm gonna do XYZ. Like Carlo is being stubborn and it's not good for him and it's not good for the team because you are here saying the same things every week. You've got Enric, you've got this guy, you've got this guy, but you play this guy. And even when he does the subs is another thing that pisses me off because I don't understand in a 90-minute game. Why do we have to wait until 50, 60, 70, maybe the end of the game
80,
to make a change?
83. It's
Because
crazy.
45 minutes for me, for some players, is enough, bro. That's why there were times where Ruben made changes and people were like, no, it was always his plan. I'm like, no, guys. Ruben saw within that 45 minutes that, oh, this one, he's not up for the game today. So I must remove him. And it paid off, bro, because it makes sense. What's the point of putting a player who's one card away from a red card? What are you trying? That smells of, I'm going to play them into form. Till today, people don't understand what the term play into form means. So also you as a manager, when you say, no, I'll give him 15 minutes of the second half to do what, bro? Because that 15 minutes could have been given to a player to warm up or to get into the game. Now you're putting them under pressure, bringing them in at 80 minutes, 10 minutes. They must perform. They must do Feggy time for you. You can't do that.
Yeah,
And he's lucky that his players are of a good enough quality that they bailed him out yesterday.
yeah,
Because your Jude, your Mbappe's, your Vini, they took the game and they made something out of it. I don't think that's a manager's masterclass. I don't think that was Carlo Ancelotti. We coached or whatever we managed. Boom, we beat City.
yeah,
I just think those guys don't want to lose. Those kids.
yeah,
I think that's all that happened. They said, yo, we don't want to lose because we're Madrid.
yeah.
And they won the game. But besides that, I wish my players had that, by the way, because as a big club, your players should do that.
Yeah,
They should look at the badge on their shirts and say, yo, you know what? Our manager is crazy, but we're still going to find a way to win.
yeah,
Because me, I remember listening to the Galacticos of Madrid saying, when what's his name? Beckham went to Madrid. And then he come from a culture of Ferguson, hey, we can't lose, whatever. You guys would concede a goal, Timber. And Beckham was like panicking. And the guys were like, chill, bro.
yeah.
Madrid. We'll score.
Relax.
And unfortunately, it was down to that. But you don't like that. You don't want player brilliance, whatever. You want there to be managing because there's something in these players that you feel is not being utilized.
Yeah,
That's what I've been hearing from you this
yeah,
whole time.
yeah. That's my point exactly. Because one thing he has been doing, and he did it yesterday, was that
Yeah.
thing whereby he's relying on Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham, Rodrigo to show up. And those guys can always do it. They can win new games. They've been in a situation whereby it was Rodrigo against City, 1-1 Champions League. We beat them, coming back from how many go down to beat them. He brought this guy into the pitch, I think 83 or 85 minutes. And in the space of 5 minutes, he scored 2 goals. So this artist, he has been doing it, and I don't want it anymore. I want the team to play as a team. I want them to play as a football club. I don't want us to be relying on individual performances because you are relying on Rodrigo. He might not show up that day. Or you rely on Vinny. He might not show up that day. When we play as a team, it's better. And for me, I honestly believe Adagule on the bench can win new games. Brahim Diaz can win new games. Hendrick as well can win new games. So you have tried those guys. It's not working. How about you just say to yourself, I've tried. It's not working. Okay, Adagule, come in. Because for me, I would have started Adagule yesterday because I would have, with the fact that this guy was playing right back, Federico Valverde, I would start Adagule.
Gula in his position. But Temba, has he started Gula at all?
Yeah.
Because they said
Yes.
how many times?
That is the problem. That is the problem. Because on the string, somebody said Manchester United should try and lure Rodrigo. And at that point in time, I was boiling. I was like, not just Rodrigo. You've got Adagule there. You can also talk
I,
to
I
about.
would love to have them. I just feel like my fan base is such my fan base, and I discovered this today. The fan base are not good for players at all. Like my fan base will say Rasmus is crap, but will say give Zexi time, even if he's also not playing good. So I almost feel sorry for any. It feels like my club is a graveyard for talent at the moment. So as much as I would love those kids, because I believe in a Rodrigo, in a Gula, because Gula, especially under Gula, and we don't have good number 10s besides maybe Ahmad, maybe occasionally, maybe Xerxes, because he seemed to be playing good behind the striker. So I wouldn't mind a Gula, bro, in that number 10. Where would we play Rodrigo? Maybe as a right wing back. That's where he would flourish.
Rodrigo. That guy was a baller. That guy, I love that guy, man. But yet again, he was able to somehow get the win, and that is what that mattered the most. But please, man, going into the second leg, I know we're gonna win the game. But one thing I don't want us doing is I don't want us playing this way because, man, there are teams you will play, you will not recover from it. You will not be able to do that.
No, man, you have to beat them, Timber. I don't want to see City in this competition.
No, City, they are out, man. That one's is certain. Man,
City, this
Artifact
competition.
says Madrid with the C Champions League aura.
Yeah, bro. You guys are just aura farming out there.
Aura farming. Then he said there's a bias become a problem. It's too nonsense with another. No, bro. In that game, I don't still see it. Because aside the fact that he gave that penny, that guy was doing a lot. Did you see the pass he gave to Belly and what's his name for that first goal? Mbappe.
Mm.
That was exceptional, man. That was talent. And Manibina says the entire Madrid defense is out injured and they still beat City as usual. That is
Because City needs Rodrigo, guys. You guys don't understand. They put a banner for this guy. That's how. You know what happened, guys. These guys had an opportunity to sign a number 6. Is all I'm saying.
yeah.
So the fact that they are still saying we need Rodrigo after that is crazy to me. These guys were out here buying strikers. They were buying, but they said number 6. We don't need a number 6. Okay, it's okay. Keep playing without a number 6. It's okay.
It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy, man. And my Bena says, and the entire Madrid. Okay, I've done that. Then it says, John says the same City fans that say stay humble pull up with a banner like that as if they have already won the match. That was crazy, man. Like, what is your say on that finish? I want to have an opinion on that. Like, what do you have to say about that?
I agree with Jones, bro. Like, I feel like this is the difference between heritage clubs and fans and City, because City, and I said this when Pep was still scratching himself. City fans truly don't know what loss feels like. Now, I'm not talking about the City fans who were there before the money,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can tell the difference between a City fan who started with the money and before. The City fans before the money are like, yo, life was depressing before. This is great. Now they just like, oh, okay, nah, we've been here, but it's not that bad because we're not like relegation.
Yeah.
The new kids, all they've seen is Aguero, and it's been going like this, Temba.
Yeah.
Our teams, on the other hand, even though we're successful, we've had moments of dipping, and we understand, okay, this sometimes our team won't be the one on top. So I feel like City fans don't know what to do with themselves. That's why they're doing weird things like putting banners. Pep is scratching himself. Some of them were saying end the league in November. I remember this. When they were not winning games, they were like, no, we want to win the league. I said, guys, in November, you're quitting. I'm like, you guys are losers. You understand that there was a time we had to try and beat you guys until the last day. It took Aguero's goal for you guys to win the league. And you guys are giving up in November. So it's just new fans. You have to understand heritage, Temba. This is them going through their history. They're not used to it. So they thought they were bantering you guys by saying, and that's why I said, bro, these guys don't understand why the kid was crying. So now they're making fun of a man who's crying and they don't know why he's crying.
Yeah.
It's dumb, bro. It's just dumb. And they spend money on that. That's another thing, bro. You wasted money and your team still lost at home. Now
Bro.
to the Bernabeu and beat them. Come on, guys.
No way, man. So that's it. No way, man. And I agree with you. Let me just. Leonard said something here. He's saying Man City focused more on showing the banner to Vinny instead of holding of the win.
Exactly, bro. That's what they do, bro.
That Ceballos played for Arsenal. Is that the guy? Yeah, he did play.
Yeah.
He did play. He played. He played.
Wait, so this is the guy that Arsenal fans
Yeah, he
didn't
came
like.
on loan at Arsenal. He came on loan.
Oh, look at life. Sometimes life will come at you fast. 1 minute you're bad, next minute you're playing for Madrid. Life.
The kid was actually good, man. It was just that it's not the same scenario. I would say like the likes of Valverde not being able to get into the squad because they were just two top players then. So they said, bro, go on loan. He went on loan, and ever since he had come back from loan, man, that guy has been, man, balling out.
Yeah, we need to do the same thing with Erasmus, bro. Erasmus needs to go on loan.
Zama said, I love it when Jude imitates Alan's celebration at the end. It was funny, still humble. Haaland.
And the crazy things that they used to be teammates.
I honestly used to be a teammate, man. It's crazy, man. What a night to remember. Bellingham and Vinny were amazing. Then David Mayer says, Raul Asensio, that guy is unbelievable. Quick, strong, no mistake. He knows how to play. That kid, it reminds me of, what's his name? Sergio Ramos. He reminds me of Sergio Ramos. That's how special that kid is. But I'm happy we won the game, but I don't like the performance. Moving on now, Vegeta, I want to just touch on, did you see that United got Fulham in the FA Cup?
Yeah, bro. You know what? That's the best outcome for us, really. Although, to be fair, I wanted City. Me personally, I wanted Man City.
Man City, Man City, bro. So man, I know. Yeah, go on. Uh-huh.
Also, the next against them this season, and I said right.
Yeah, one more city.
In fact, I didn't even know
Plymouth. Yo, I swear to you.
these two guys will beat us.
Yeah.
But on top of that, if you give us the weak teams, no problem because there's no
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
I would have chosen
Yeah.
Spurs not here anymore. I would probably like easiest path to the final possible.
Yeah.
City makes it
Man just one City because City, and I understand because it seems these players show up more when it's all a top side. That when you see them play, you'll be shocked, man. But a decent side, they will not. But what I'm surprised is this, man. We have seen teams like United, they got Fulham, and there's this thing about Manchester City. They just somehow keep getting those little teams. Let's look at it. The last one they played Leon Utrecht. Now it's Plymouth.
you usually get some weird team in the round of 16. They only maybe quarter final, semi final. City, even when they were finalized.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Almost. Yeah, that'd be nice, man. Ah, shit.
The city break more clubs. Arsenal fan, and then you
Yeah, just the old logo.
yeah.
He has to come back. Man. That logo has to come back. But City just keep getting those little teams, and other people are getting Premier League side. I think so. So you guys can also send these guys home as well. Now you can send them home as well. Send them phone home as well. So yeah, we are gonna get there. We are gonna get there because I don't know. We are gonna get there, honestly. Now, Vegeta, we saw Rashford playing for Aston Villa, and we saw what this guy came to say. Sancho. Sancho came out. He said, "Freedom." I think, like, what is your take on it? Because for me, what I would say is this, man. That statement there, freedom, just to me indicates the kind of mentality, the kind of low IQ mentality players you guys have in United. Honestly, because I don't understand. You as a player, for me, I think he has been decent for Chelsea. There have been games he played with, the games whereby he was shambolic. You have not really even stick into that thing. And yet, you are talking about Marcus Rashford saying freedom. Like, what's your take on it, man? Honestly.
I found out about on what sick yesterday.
Yeah.
Freedom, football is keeping him captive. If is Ruben not allowing him to train properly? Is it Ruben that's sending him to Belfast? Is it Ruben that's sending him to do interviews saying I'm ready for the new challenge? I'm sorry, did Garnacho not get the same treatment and Garnacho decided he's gonna do better? Because it wasn't just people make it seem like it's just Rashford.
Yeah.
Even when the manager's been asked about Rashford, manager said it's not personal, it's about standards. And especially for a player as big as Rashford for us, whether I think he's big or not, it doesn't matter. But for the team, and the fact that he's our number 10 and he's the poster boy for our team, Ruben is right. If Bruno was doing the same thing, I can't imagine Ruben being fine because he's the captain. These people are the seniors who are supposed to be setting standards for Garnachos. Because mind you, Garnacho's young,
Yeah.
not the senior player. As much as he's played a lot of games for us, he's supposed to be looking at your Marcus Rashford and saying, "Oh, this is the standard." So the standard can't be that nonsense because one player deactivated social media, and the other one decided that he's going to go and do whatever. He doesn't want to play football.
Yeah.
So when Sancho says freedom, I'm like, my friend, is Marcus Rashford collecting cotton in the fields? Who is he? Sarafina? Is this apartheid? I'm confused. What is the freedom for? Don't we, Temba?
Yeah.
People seem like we go to jobs where we're always happy with our jobs. No, we're not. We are people. We're not always happy with our jobs, but we show up. We are professional. We are grown-ups, and we do what we need to do.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't start going to my friend and crying, and then my friend tweets freedom when I get another job. The best thing that people do, even on LinkedIn, when you update your status, they say, congratulations, you do well on your role, whatever. But because Sancho is a loser, he's always been a loser. For the people in the back, Sancho is a loser. You know how I know Sancho's a loser? Because even when he helped his former club go to the final, they gave his number, what is it, 10, to the next player immediately. They didn't waste time. The window opened. We thought they were going to sign Sancho because, hey, Sancho's home. They spoke on him. That's what Dortmund was saying, right? That, hey, we don't know. We are lying. Same time, all we see is new number 10. How? New number 10. You guys, so how can Chelsea negotiate 25 million, but Dortmund can't negotiate 25 million? It means that Dortmund didn't want him to begin with. Because we talked to Chelsea, we said, the guys, take him. Chelsea fans said, we robbed you. We robbed what, guys? You robbed what? Because Chelsea fans are the ones who are complaining about Central.
Yeah.
Not us, it's Chelsea fans. And also, why does Central move like an ex that doesn't want to move on? Have you ever seen those movies where like the baby mama hates the guy when they're together, and then the guy and her break up, and he finds a new woman? He's happy. Not to say that Rashford was happy. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, in this scenario, Sancho's the one that moved on with Chelsea. He moved on. He should be happy.
Yeah.
Right?
You should be happy, yeah.
But now, he's always shaking up on us and what we are doing. It's like, dude, you didn't want to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
You wanted to break up with us. We made a plan for you to break up with us. We made it so easy. We said, guys, take him on loan. If you guys clear 14th, it's yours. Of course, Chelsea's going to finish above 14th, guys.
Yeah. Fact.
I mean, Omar Barada and Dan Ashworth and them, let me shake your hand. That was a smart deal. You guys knew Chelsea was going to finish above. Give us 25 million. Okay? For once, we are the ones who robbed you. We gave you a false player who still acts like a child at his grown age. And you know what? It's even worse for Rashford because people keep saying Rashford is young, Temba. I don't know what is the cutoff age for young. Because last time I checked, this man is 27. He's 1 year younger than me, Temba.
Yeah.
I've got 2 kids and a wife. I don't move like this, bro. And you know, people were joking, saying maybe Rashford needs to settle down. I think so. This is why Fergie wanted his players to be married. Because of this foolishness. They need, and I'm not talking getting married to Love Island women. No. They need, I don't know what his heritage is, if it's Caribbean or they need to take him to the homelands to find a wife. Not then in the UK. He must go home, find a wife, and settle down, have 2 kids. And when he sees the world through his kids' eyes, maybe he'll grow up. Because even though he's growing in age, both of them, these 2 men, boys, even though they're growing in age, they're not growing in maturity, Temba.
Yeah.
Because how are you a slave to Man United when we pay you for your service?
I don't understand, bro.
Is it too much to ask a football player to put in effort in training and in football matches, to be disciplined and to listen to the manager? You don't have to like your boss.
Yeah,
but
we don't have to.
it's your boss. Until Man United removes Rúben or Ten Hag or whoever, it's your boss. And also, it doesn't make sense to say freedom. Who was the manager before Rúben? Was it not Ten Hag who played your boy?
Yeah.
Just because a manager came and did what every other manager failed to do, it's freedom. It's not like Rashford was crap this year all of a sudden. He's been crap. The other guy just tried. Ten Hag tried. Ten Hag defended. Ten Hag played. Rúben said, I'm not Ten Hag. If you're not going to show up, I'm not going to play you, which every manager should do. I never understood, and this is where I'm a little bit pissed off at Rúben with the whole playing Dalot, who's been terrible, even though we got a left wing back. I keep the energy the same. If a player is not performing, Temba, give other kids a chance. You are taking up space. That's all we did. And in giving other kids a chance, we found Garnacho.
Yeah.
Because before this, Garnacho was on the bench or on the right. He wasn't doing life.
Yeah.
He was just... So now we get to see Garnacho. And even Garnacho himself was dropped. And they said, dude, you need to be serious about playing here. And Garnacho said, fine, I'll get rid of social media. I will dye my hair back. And these things seem like small things. But all it sounds to me is that one has a kid and a wife, and he said, listen, I'm going to fix up. I'm going to do the right thing. It just seems to me like this 20-year-old is more of a man than these two guys. Because he didn't cry. He went hard, he showed up. What did Rúben do? Because Rúben is a man of his word. He said, oh, you're putting in the effort. You can play. Because Garnacho came back, Temba, from his exile. They brought him back. He's been playing a lot. And he's been being good. He's been doing things we've never seen Garnacho do. Man is passing. He's looking up. He's not running into blind alleys anymore. His game is maturing. So if these people are serious about coaching, Sancho's even worse because he didn't even give it a chance. He just said, guys, I'm going. He couldn't even say, I don't like Ten Hag, but there's an opportunity for me to play for Man United.
Yeah.
This guy's a criminal. We forget that this guy went to Dortmund and deleted our pictures. Same guy. Why, mind you, this guy is still employed by us. I just want to people.
About 50,000, I think.
He's still our employee, even though he's going to Chelsea technically. So let's not get it twisted. This is bad behavior. And people say, but why is it deep? He's saying freedom to Rashford playing. Because that's what I was told yesterday by a caller. I'm not going to say their name. I don't want to blast them on another thing. They said, no, but his friend is saying freedom to play. And I said, even if it's the freedom to play football, why isn't he playing football at Man United? Is it because of Rúben? You can't blame Rúben for a player that refuses to put in effort. Because, guys, I don't know if you watched the Aston Villa game.
I did.
Rashford against Villa versus what we had was two different players.
Two different.
This guy was defending. I thought maybe he's a player who just wants to attack and we're asking him to do something he doesn't want to do, which is still wrong, but I can understand because there's football players like that, Timber, who, like, I'm not going to ask Hazard to track back. He doesn't want to. That's not his thing. But at least he delivers going forward. So I can excuse him not tracking back. But this man got to Villa and started pushing.
Man was running, man.
So, one, you don't respect Rúben, but you respect Unai. Okay, it's fine. It's every man to himself.
Yeah.
But it shows that you were standing in the way of you playing. You wanted Rúben to play you when you were giving half the effort. Does that make sense to anybody?
Nah.
And I'm tired, bro. All of these people, these Sancho fans, they've been exposed. Because we told you guys about Player FC. We said you need to learn to put the club first. And if we're going to compare ourselves to the likes of Madrid, Madrid has always put Madrid first. They've never put any player, even Ronaldo himself. They sold him. Go to Juventus. It's fine.
Yeah, can go.
Move on with life. They won Champions Leagues without him. You understand? So when we always do this thing of, Sancellini, I told you guys, he's balling at Chelsea. This is what you get. You get people who feel comfortable disrespecting us and making it seem like we are the problem. Okay, then I understand, guys. I always go off on my fan base. But Sancho is a problem. And thank the good Lord, he doesn't play for us. Because I don't care how talented you are. If you don't have the mentality, guys, you understand? I just made an example earlier. David Beckham himself went to Madrid.
Yeah.
And he felt small because of the mentality. Man came from a club that had mentality but still felt small in another club. But he had the self-awareness to say, I need to perform because of where I am. These kids just want us to give them money and not perform. Also, who told what's his name, Rashford, to sign a new contract? Were we holding a gun to him and saying 315?
It's crazy, man.
You must sign.
It's crazy.
No, but he was happy, Temba, when he was like, I got 350 from these guys. It's nice. Sancho, when we signed him on a big contract, it was nice. It was nice. And I said, guys, you know how I know that these guys are full of nonsense? And people are scared of saying it because they are black players. And that's the truth. Scott McTominay was sold. Yeah. You think Scott didn't want to stay? Scott loves Man United. But they said, we need to raise funds. Scott said, fine. If this will benefit United, it's okay. Yeah. He left. He went to go play for Napoli because he's a serious football player. He showed that he wanted to play football. He said, that's okay, guys, I'll go. And is he complaining? No, he didn't complain when we benched him. He didn't complain when he was a super sub. Because remember, Scott was a starter. He went from starter to bench.
Yeah.
Didn't complain.
Yeah.
Maguire took captaincy. Didn't complain. These are two players who were abused by the fan base, and they still show up for us, Timber. That's why I say these guys are not men, because the other two are grown men. They took the hate and they still tried their hardest. Yes, they might not have the talent, okay, but they tried. And that's the thing. That's the thing that changed my mind about Scott McTominay and Maguire. When I saw that, when we are busy calling them slabhead and whatnot, they still changed. And I know people say, but yeah, if Rashi had done what Maguire did and went to Greece and got arrested, well, he didn't. And also, Rashi did dodgy things and didn't feel sorry. At least this one came home and did his job, bruh.
Bro.
He came home and did his job. Yes, he committed a crime in his personal life. Yes, he must deal with that. I'm not saying it's right. He must deal. But at Man United, the football club, Maguire has given me nothing but his best. Just that his best is not good. That's it. That's all that is. But he gave his best. He was a professional. He was a man.
Yeah.
When people were trying to bomb Maguire, remember there was death threats. Hey, bomb Maguire.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Maguire came to work. These CC boys want to cry about social media being posted. Maybe delete social media. If it's if Black Twitter, I know Black Twitter is very deep, and also football Twitter. If football Twitter is too deep, then why are you there? Rather delete it and go play football. But also, these people have nonsense people around them. Sorry, I'm ranting because that freedom post. I said, yo, Central, bro, don't you play for Chelsea now, bro? What do you want?
I don't know.
Even if it's your friend, like the post, good luck, good to see you back on the pitch, sharp. That's okay. Even me, I'm not bitter. When Rashford played for Villa, I said, yo, I was even fighting for Rashford. I said, pass to Rashi. Pass to Rashi. Why did Rashi score? Rather, I was supporting Rashford playing for Villa. But after that nonsense, these guys, bruh, good luck to them.
Honestly, man. Honestly, I get it. Just get to show the amount of players United have spent money on, crap players. And coming to that, what you said about Garnacho, because I can remember really well on his stream before he started playing what he's doing right and doing well. You said something, I think it was on this show as well, when Garnacho dyed his hair back to blonde, and you were like, this kid, now it means business.
It's locked in.
It's locked in. And the honest truth is this, man. You had two players that Amorim actually disciplined. One decided that he was going to go for interview. The other decided that I was going to play and listen to the manager. And he listened to him. And this kid has been doing ever since he came back. I've been telling people like, this thing I'm seeing him doing is not something I know him with. Which basically means this guy, has gotten an instruction from the manager.
Yeah.
And against Leicester City, like, he could have easily, left that pitch with probably 3-4 assists. And people that have a agenda against a player are saying he should be passing the ball to Rasmus to score. I say, but this guy have been crossing the ball like 6 times. He has been crossing the ball like 6 times, and nobody was at the other end to take the chance. No one. Nobody. And it only makes sense and it's fair enough for a player who has been making the runs, cutting in, passing the balls, and nobody is there to meet it about 6 to 7 times. About 6 to 7 times. So I can understand why he shoots. When that opportunity came, he shoot. I can understand why he shoots from there. But let me just take some of the chat. Then my be sitting here, say who's going to lend £2 billion to build a stadium when you're a billion in debt. And I agree, man. We're still going to talk about that as well. Then John says this club is not good for my mental health. Really draining. Honestly, things that happen in United, I think Vegeta need to say this one. Leonard is saying here. Vegeta, look at this. Look at this comment here. Man says this club is not good for my mental health. Really draining. And for real, man, you can't just. It's the honest truth, man. It's the honest truth. But this, have you heard that they said that there've been some
It's
speculation?
true.
There've been some speculation that these guys want to sell the club, Glazers, again. I don't know how true is it. I honestly don't know how true it is. They've been rumored that the Glazers wants to sell the club. If there's any truth in that, what does that mean for the like of Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Enos that have invested 1.2 or 1.3 billion into the club? What would I say about those guys? And yet again, it was said that there was a clause they had. There was a clause that says that they can actually do what they want to do. So this makes me ask question of where does this fit in, and what does Enos, Sergeant Lackley, what do they do even with this kind of article coming outside of the club being put up for sale again? For me, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. Then my Villa says, please sell the club to Qatar. We need Yassim. Please sell Manchester United to Qatar as we have good relationship with Qatari government. NATO base are there. NATO base are there. We will find a good collaboration. Manchester United needs, they need wealthy owners. Otherwise, we in a few seasons we go down to the championship. Wow, do you think it will happen whereby United gets to go to the for relegation? The way you guys have been running
No,
right now.
I don't think so, bro. But I will say this, right? I think we need both. We need wealthy owners, but we also need wise and strategic owners, because you can have the money and still be bad. You get me? So you ideally want people, because here's what the money will do for us. So the reason why I say we need money is because PSR is killing us because of debt.
Yeah.
Because our profits are paying the debt. So we need managers, we need people. It's terrible.
Yeah, I get your
Am I
point.
back? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me say this properly before this thing disappears again. We need wealthy owners to pay off the debt, because having zero debt means any money we make is our money. And because Man United makes so much money, because we're second only to Real Madrid
Yeah.
and Barca, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. So if we make 700 million, it's our 700 million. And PSR says 75% can go to.
Vegeta network is just moving mad today, man. I don't understand. The network is going mad today. But let me just take some other comments. Big up to you, Manuel Dennison. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Hope you're fine, man. Hope you're good, man. Luna said Glazers, Ratcliffe out. New owners most definitely needed with immediate effect. Bro, I'm fine. I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. I hope you're good as well. And John says that there's so much drama happening at Old Trafford, except winning football matches. It's turning the club to a football casino. Too much trading. That's crazy, man. Then Alabina says before sacking people, Inos needs to look at cutting Glazers' expenses. 500k for private jets to watch two United games in 2023. 250 for attending a meeting in the UK, plus accommodation and security fees. Wow, that is mad, man. Man says he says the only serious English player at this moment in time is none other than Jubilee. And I agree, man. Then Josh is saying, as a Liverpool supporter, the most hilarious things ever would be if Elon Musk purchased Manchester United. I don't know if
Well, he said
I don't know if you hear about the fact that they said there's a possibility that Glazers are looking to sell the club. I don't know how truth is that, but where does that leave the likes of Sir Jim Ratcliffe that invested 1.3 billion pounds to United?
likely they'll just buy his shares, bro. Because if let's say hypothetically this is true, Qatari wanted to buy everybody's shares to begin with, even the B shares. On the there were the public stocks, right? Because for instance, there's a company I work for where they had an acquisition, right? And some of us had stocks because it was a publicly traded company. The company gave it to us as a bid, right? All they did was they just purchased everybody's stocks from us. That's all they did. They said, "Hey guys, we sold the company. We'll buy your stocks."
Like crazy, man.
And everybody got their money back, essentially, because it's like, what are you gonna do, bro? The business
Sorry, guys.
doesn't belong to the same people anymore.
Vegeta just having some. I know. I can see the internet is moving mad, man. It's moving mad. man, man. Well, Zama says here, he says, first of all, yeah, I know it might sound unrealistic, but I really hope for our club it shambles with the Enos project and the Glazers just sell and get out of the club. Ineos could deliberately driving the value of the club down in a bid to persuade the Glazers to cash in and reduce that. Bro, I don't think so, man. I don't.
That is like catching your woman in bed with them, man. And then they tell you, no, we're doing this for the benefit of your marriage. Why is this for the benefit of my marriage? This situation. These people got into bed with our enemies
Yeah.
and gave them a way to keep making money from this football club. And somehow it's a double agent plan to get rid of them. No, guys, Ineos, by the way, breaking news, couldn't pay New Zealand
Man.
the money for investment.
Man.
So I don't know where they have this money to buy out the Glazers from. When we said broke billionaires, that's Ineos. You have to understand.
Honestly, man. Like I've been saying it, that these guys are broke, man. They are broke billionaires.
They are being sued by New Zealand for 3 million.
3 million.
You think they can buy an entity that's to the Glazers worth 7 billion plus? Come on, guys.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. 3 million. They could not pay 3 million.
They signed a sponsorship deal with New Zealand and didn't pay the first installment, the first one.
Man, the very first one. It's crazy, man. Your club. I feel for your club, bro. Kepalan says the problem in this comparison is actually Tottenham is better position and will always be better than United because they are located in London. But we're talking about on the pitch, not what they do off the pitch. Then Moya says Manchester United fans should once for these to push Glazers and Enos out. You guys don't just do anything to get them back. Then you know I said we tried putting the Manchester back in Manchester United. Now it's time to put the trophies back in Manchester United. I don't think the Manchester United is back. I don't think Manchester United is back in Manchester United as yet, man. Honestly, I don't think so, man. Big up Stephanie. Big up Stephanie. Ala Madrid. Big up to you. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Then a man like Dennis is a man Wi-Fi moving like regards.
Bro, that's not what I'm talking about.
Big up Eddie to you, man. Dropping that big up to you, bro. Broski. Wow. Man says the infidelity analogy is mad, man, bro. That was a crazy analogy, bro.
But
Honestly,
does it not make sense, guys?
yeah, it does make
You
total
can't
sense, man.
you can't be robbed, and then the robber says, "No, dude, listen, I'm robbing you for your benefit.
For your benefit, for
We
your
are
own good.
driving down the value so that you make money." No, it doesn't make
Nah,
sense.
I don't think so. It doesn't
The,
make any sense.
the robber's gonna buy my house. Come on,
It
guys.
doesn't make any.
I'm being robbed.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Now, moving on, Vegeta. I don't know what is happening between Poscos and Lizardo Martinez.
Hey, bro, I found out about that beef today. I haven't even read into it, bro. What's going? I didn't.
Like, I
Hey,
don't understand. Like, I don't know what happened. Poscos just, I don't know what I said. Um, Lizardo Martinez, even though if he's fit, that guy cannot win a league, the Premier League with Manchester United. Manchester United can't win a league with Lisandro Martinez playing as a player for United. That was basically what he was talking about. Then, man like Lisandro Martinez also went on Instagram to reply Poscos. And what he said was basically, he said, I think something about this jinx, put him in Argentina league, he would not survive. It was crazy. Like, what is causing this? Because from my own perspective, I don't think Lizardo Martinez is the problem at this point in time for me. Because what I would say, even though every time he has been available to play games for United, they've played really well. You guys have played extremely well every time he has been on the pitch. So I don't understand where is this beef coming from. I still don't understand where is this beef between Paul Scholes and what's his name coming from. But one thing I would say is this, man. I still don't understand how did we go whereby people are now replying players. And it doesn't make sense to me. Bro, man. So the thing is that I'm saying is this, man. Lisandro Martinez, when he's available, is a good player. No doubt. When he's available, he gives his all. And it makes United play extremely better from the back. But with Paul Scholes coming out to say such a thing, it's just also the same thing I've always been talking about. He would do that to a foreigner. Because you've had players like Mason Mount, who's on injury list, he's never fit. You've had Luke Shaw. You've got Marcus Rashford. Like, when have people like Paul Scholes come out to say United will never win a league with these players? But because it's always a foreigner, they look on how to go against players that does not have the British passport. And this is basically what we are seeing right now. Because for me, I believe whenever Lisandro Martinez is on the pitch, is available to play games, he gives his all. He gives his all and plays very well. So I don't understand what that beef was all about. Now, coming to the one I want to talk about, and I hope Vegeta joins me to the stream, is this nonsense? Because for me, it is rubbish. Whereby it has been said that Manchester United players are not happy with Rúben Amorim's formation and tactics. And when I saw it, I said to myself, there is no way that article right there is the truth. There is no way. That was why I said that few players, or should I say the players among themselves, have complained that they don't like the manager's tactics. They don't like his formation. So basically, What these players want is for this manager to start playing the formation that suits them. And the crazy part is that you get to see people talking about, yeah, he should change his tactics. He should change to back four. And it doesn't make any sense to me because we have seen it before. We have been here before. It's not like this is the first time this is happening. We have been here before. Vegeta, your players have come outside to say that they are not happy with Rúben Amorim's formation and tactics. They want him to switch to probably a back four that will suit their system.
I'm not surprised.
Go on.
Internet, you let me rant about Central. Please, I'm about to go on to another rant right now. Tim, I'm not surprised. But that's why I said these things happen when they say cycle. I saw it's coming. It was just a matter of when, not if, because the other manager bent to their will, and for a year it worked. But then after that year that it worked, they decided to hell with him and they got him fired. These guys decided because this system exposes how crap they are, they don't like it. They want to look good.
Yeah.
But I'm like, guys, the last guy was actually playing to your strengths and you still underperformed. If you didn't want this, why didn't you play so that you could keep Ten Hag here? So that's my first point. Second point is, guys, you can't trust a criminal. I've been calling these players criminals. These guys all of a sudden have UEFA coaching badges and they know better than Rúben, who's won a league. When these people wanted money, I said the simple thing of put your league medals on the table. Let's see them. Let's see all the people who know how to win the league. Come forward. Come. Let's talk. Oh, none of our players have won the league for us. I'm not surprised. So all of these people that don't know how to play in a successful winning side in England must just relax. All of them. Rúben, if you fall into Ten Hag's trap, because the one thing I respect about you is that you are trying things your way. And your way isn't bad. We've seen your way work in this league. They tried the same thing with Pep when they said, hey, tiki-taka doesn't work. It works if your players are willing to put in the effort. They tried to say that Jurgen Klopp's football was too much. People like it. No, things work with the right personnel. Yes, you might need to make adjustments. Now, there's a difference between play style and adjusting to your opponent. I've always said that you need to sometimes react to your opponent because they're obviously going to study you and they're going to want to beat you. But right now, nobody's trying to beat you, Rúben, because your style hasn't been implemented fully. So these criminals, and I know it's not all the players, Timber. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
It's the toxic ones. It's the ones that haven't been sold because we still have people who got Ten Hag fired in this club. Those same people are the ones that are saying this. I'm telling you. So Rúben, don't change. Don't get relegated either. I will say that. Don't do that. We're not doing that. We're not trying to prove points here. Just survive, get to the summer. We sell some of these guys, we move on with life. That's it. If these guys feel like this football is not for them, out. I'm tired of people saying that they want to play here, but then when they are instructed to play, they don't play. No, get out. If you feel like you are a counter-attacking football player, get out. If you feel like 3 in the back is not for you, you want to play 4, get out. We just want people who want to work with Rúben. Let's you see what the people look at Garnacho, guys.
Yeah.
You're telling me that people who are serious are flourishing and the other ones are suffering. Why is Garnacho, Ahmad, Euro, all these people that want to play for their manager, why are they able to play good for us? All the ones that are struggling must just go. But you don't want to go because you are getting paid nice money. I told you, Temba, nobody's forcing these guys. When you sign contract, it was nice. When you get paid on Friday, you're getting paid. It's a weekly thing, remember. When you're getting paid tomorrow, it's nice. But when manager says run, it's tough. It's tough. When manager says press this player when the ball is on this side of the pitch, all of a sudden your brain cells don't work. No, that's the truth. We just have unintelligent football players who are lazy, who are entitled. And you know what's sad? They're dragging the good players with them
Yeah.
because Mazarawi is a good player, but they're making him look like a bad player. The left is a good player. They're making it, and those two players are not trying to not. They signed up to be here now. They came now. The left was happy. We signed him on his birthday. It was nice. Zexi was booed, but he somehow turned his life around. So Zexi wants to be here, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Bruno is trying, even though he's not the right person for this system. My captain is trying. I'll say that much. Bruno tries, guys. Bruno is serious about this club. He saw it as an opportunity to further his career coming here. Rasmus, I can't speak for him because I don't know if he wants to play WWE or football. He has to make up his mind. So the people who are saying this, it has to be other weird people. The ones who are not playing at all, in fact, who are not there. Because the kids, when they come on, your Colliers, they playing for the manager.
Yeah.
We look good when these people come on. So it must be the people that when we try to trust them, they do nonsense. Lindelof, Onana, who was brought in here to do kicking with the feet, can't do that. Can't keep a ball. No, bro, I'm tired. Like Temba. And also for me, the worst part isn't even the players, it's the fans. Because fans are trying to defend these players nonsense. And I say, guys. Are these not the same players that got Ten Hag fired? And you guys all agreed that when the next guy comes in, we are supporting him to play his football. Because we already tried playing for their football. And also, we played counter-attacking football. You said it's not good enough. Remember when Oli was here giving us goals, vibes, good things?
Yeah.
You said you don't want counter-attacking. So what do you want Rúben to play counter-attacking that you didn't want before? Okay. We got gegenpressing. These guys tried it for one half and said never again. You guys forgot. These guys got Ralph one half of gegenpressing, and then they said never again. Sharp. Okay. We got Ten Hag, Mr. Total Football. First game beaten, second game demolished. He changed. So we've had total football, we've had counter-attacking football, and we've had gegenpressing football. Now we got Portuguese-style football, Mourinho football, whether you guys like it or not. Because Rúben is a student of that guy. And you still don't like. You guys could get Pep Guardiola and you would still not be happy. And then you would back these criminals who would not be.
Fact. That's a fact.
So me, I say, let's change. Let's do something different for once. Let's say you guys are crazy, we trust Rúben. For once, let's just try it. Because now we tried it with Rashford. I want to see what the players are going to do now. We sold Rashford. They shocked, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. Rashford is not here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
The national people.
Whoever is the link and is talking to media, find him.
Yeah.
And make an example.
Yeah.
Put that guy in the under 21s immediately. He's lucky we can't sell him now. Put him and then transfer list him today.
Crazy.
Tell people he's available today so that people can understand that, guys, you are the employees. Rúben is your boss. He's not your friend. He's not supposed to make you happy. You have a job to do. We pay your salary with our viewership, with our merchandise purchases. Do your job. Stop this nonsense of, hey, I don't like this manager. There's other teams who get a change of manager every other day and they still perform. What's wrong with you guys?
That's a fact. That's a fact. You don't have to be in good terms with the manager for you to perform. You guys cannot have the same understanding, but yet you can still do great stuff, man. But before we end the stream, let me just take some few this thing here. Malebina is saying not only are they the worst United team in the history, they are also the most unlikable. Wow.
Yeah, I hate them, bro. Like every part of my soul.
Man.
I hate them.
Bro. Then John says here, any player talking about style should change should be immediately benched and sold. And Leonard says the only reason the players don't like Amorim tactics is because they are not good enough. Get rid of these players no matter what, no matter who it is. And I agree to you, bro. Players telling the manager what formation would play is like office staff telling the CEO how to structure the company. Only at Manchester United would that happen.
Can you imagine?
Bro.
And Mr. CEO, I think you should do this to sell more of your product. Yeah? Where were you when I started the company?
I don't understand, man.
I employed you. I made enough money to employ you.
Oh, man. Honestly, I like the fact, man. Then Kepalan says, screw the players, adapt to the system or leave. Back the manager and get rid of all the dead wood.
The people on Timber's channel are smart people, and I appreciate you guys. The
Honestly.
United fans that are here, don't be fooled by these Twitter fans who are twerking for your Rashfords, for your Sanchos, for these lame excuses for players. Because guys, you guys, even if you are kids who just started supporting United, never forget who we are as a football club and as a organization. Okay, there's a reason why the only club that is respected outside of Madrid is us. Okay, there's a reason why Champions League is missing out on something. There's a reason why people watch Europa. It's us.
Yeah.
We're watching Europa for flipping Lazio and all these dumb. It's us. The moment we drop out of Europa, the viewership drops.
Fact.
And also, these losers are benefiting of the hard work of the legends that came before them. Now, legends, you guys are also moving mad. Paul Scholes, you Lisandro Martinez is crazy, bro. Gary Neville, criticizing your players who are of color. I have to say that. It looks dodgy. Stop doing that. Carragher is Carragher. He's a Liverpool guy. We don't care. But you legends, either stop talking or start supporting us. If you're United fans, criticize what needs to be criticized across the board, not just some players, across the board. Or shut up, because some of the things you're saying is starting to look crazy. But anyway, I digress. These losers are benefiting of those guys' success, Temper. Because the only reason why we are Manchester United is because of them. The trophy cabinet right now is full of those people's successes. It's their accolades. You don't get to tell your girlfriend I play for Man United and be happy for no reason.
Yeah.
You can say that because of those guys. What sort of pride do you have as a man when your girlfriend says, do you have a league title? You say, no, but I play for Man United. You can't say that.
You can't, man.
You can't do that.
You can't.
You are claiming David Beckham's league title. You are claiming Cantona's league titles. You can't do that. You are claiming Wayne Rooney's goals and success. Where's your contribution to the history of this club? Because, I make fun of the City people and their money, but Kun Aguero can say, I added to City's legacy. The brain can say, I added to City's legacy.
True.
Those people won, whether we like it or not, whether it's cheating or not cheating, those players had to win on the pitch. Okay? They added to the legacy of a club that had no legacy. Salah and Co allowed Liverpool to do something they haven't seen in 30 years. They won a league. They added to the history. So these guys can go home and tell their people, not only do I play for Liverpool, but I've helped Liverpool be successful. Okay?
Yeah.
So these people have to have some damn pride, be ashamed. And if you feel like we are paying you too much and we're asking you for too much, please give us back our money. We are trying to fix this wage structure. Last time I checked. Give us back our money. Come play for Kaizer Chiefs. We are fifth. We don't have expectations. It's okay. Come play. There's no English media here.
Yeah.
Come play for us. Or I don't know. Go play for Nice. That's another English club. Go play for Nice.
There's an English club as well, Nice.
Yeah, go play in France. Go eat croissants. Be happy. But don't come to United and tell us nonsense of managers and training. It's too hard. Fan base, my mental health. Guys, you see what you're doing to the mental health of the fan base. That man said he's depressed because of your club. You saw that comment. I created a whole podcast called the Therapy Podcast. People forget. That podcast was created because of the nonsense at United.
Honestly, fact.
It's not because I was happy. I didn't create... It's called the Therapy Podcast. You know what would be nice? If you guys were successful so I can retire the Therapy Podcast. How's that? And have a celebration podcast and be happy. I'm tired of doing therapy because that therapy sometimes is for me. My own mental... My wife even gets worried sometimes. My wife supports Liverpool, guys. Okay? So she's trying to be supportive while she's enjoying life. She's enjoying life. And every time she wants to buy my kids a Liverpool shirt, I'm fighting for my life because
Man.
I'm trying to get my kids to support United. But also, I decided my kids can support Madrid or something else, not United.
Oh
So,
man. No,
so
that's it.
unfortunately, United lost out on fans. My kids, they can support whatever.
It's crazy, man.
They can support City, they can support Arsenal, doesn't matter. They can support what they want.
Yeah, they can do what they want, man.
They
And
mustn't be, they
and
mustn't be stressed like us.
yeah, they don't have to be stressed, man. Leonard says any players moaning about tactical system can get stopped. Back the manager and trust his vision for the team. Ratcliffe is
Back
a
to manager.
cheapskate. Nice one, man. Now, someone says it's not surprising at all. Ratcliffe is the typical billionaire, but buys a football club to fulfill your own ego and ambition and screw over hundreds of people lives owed to do it. And it's crazy, man. Like this statement here, man, just crazy, man. The way he came in, sack people, it's just mad.
And isn't it funny, Timber, sorry, that when the Qataris wanted to buy us, people kept talking about slave labor and oil, but now people are getting fired because you guys wanted to be social justice warriors. At least those guys had money to employ these poor people who are getting fired. I'm just saying.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Because I don't know what the backlash would be like if what Ratcliffe is doing is being done by Qatari.
Oh,
My
there'll be
God.
protest. But that's why I also say our fan base, I don't think we are hurt enough, Temba. Especially the local fans, because they always call us international fans fake fans. Us, we don't matter. We don't live there. We don't go to stadium. Okay, it's fine. But you people who are going there, who are the best fans, who are the ultras, don't you think you've got a responsibility to the rest of us to send a message? Because I can't fly to England. I don't have money. Maybe if you guys subscribed and I got to 1,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
I can make ad revenue and go to United and shout at people. But you guys are there. Why aren't you making your feelings known? No, it's fine. You will sign a player tomorrow. All is forgiven. We win 2 games. We are back. You don't ask. You don't expect more from the ownership. Therefore, they give you nonsense. But anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
So it's crazy, man. And John says it's shocking that these players, whoever they are, don't understand they are being paid to play, not paid to give opinions on managers' tactics. This soon into Amorim's time. It's crazy, man.
Imagine.
Kepalan says I support Amorim 100%. If players feel they can't adapt or play, they can leave. We want the best team, hard work, intense, champions attitude, and that is what United used to be. Zaman says United fans should be ashamed for allowing this leech owners disgrace your club to such a degree. It's crazy, man. I don't want to lie. Then Jones is saying saving 2.2 to 3 million. Inos are destroying everything they touch. New Zealand rugby taking them caught. Boating guys looking at the lega against them. Glazers and Inos. What a combination. The cost of letting go 100 staffs. We buy you a player for a month. Ridiculous edit. I always write stuff. Then you say it after in episode. Now I don't understand that, man. Inos are destroying the football club. Club's culture on and off the field is so important. People around the club day to day, that makes it all work in unison. Now Amorim needs to borrow. Man,
No,
oh man, Stephanie,
that eye,
Stephanie,
that eye has lost its
it's
powers.
not working anymore. It's not
It's
working
lost its
anymore.
powers. Don Carlo needs to go manage Brazil for the World Cup.
He
Simple.
just needs to go and manage it, man. Amorim needs to borrow Don Carlos' eyebrow. They seem to influence match from losing position. Those players win games, like Vegeta said, those players win games because they understand they are playing for a top club. Honestly.
Yeah.
So it's not the same as a business. It's family unit, court and more court. It's a disgrace. Get them, and Glazers out. Honestly, man, I understand your frustration, Leonard. It's terrible what this management is doing to the hardworking people of the club. I wish this ownership just leaves and goes away. Like it's sad, really, just sacking people up and down, man.
Can you imagine
Just
the
sacking people
poor
up.
kid man who does his job just for people like Sancho to say freedom? Like, are you guys sick in the head? You will still get a salary and a living.
Man, it's
And
crazy,
the
man.
person who does his job diligently every day must get fired for your nonsense. That's why I'm like, fans as well are also empowering this nonsense.
Honestly, man, it's rubbish. It's rubbish. Then Stephanie says, "Come on, denominator captain, chaos needs to shape up or ship out." Ah, great. Staff losing their job needlessly because the club has made bad signings for the last 10 years is a sign of the end of United. Bro, Leonard is spitting fact. Because this is why I say so. I've been seeing people say, I would take relegation if it's for one.
Hell no. We not guys. If you think this is bad, United won't survive the championship. I promise you, we won't.
Honestly, man. Someone say, I would take relegation for one season if it means Glazers and Inos leaving the club. But the question is, will you guys actually survive it? Because
It's tough there, guys.
high stuff there, man.
It's
It's
tough.
tough there, man.
Championship. Hey, people think it's fun there.
It's
Okay.
tough there, man. But man, it's what it is. Rita, anything you want to add to the show? Because wrapping up.
Oh yeah. If anybody is a member of the Reckless community, aka KG's community, we've got another victim of the Red Hot Chili Pepper game. Punishment. There we go. You saw Botswana Papi crying the other day when we were watching halftime things.
Man, so
We've got another one, Timber.
who is it this time?
This is John Morgan, fellow South African. He thought he could run away. Guess what? I bought the chip and I'm delivering it to him. It will be there by Friday. So hopefully, Friday or next week, Monday, we should see something. We should see another one crying.
Man, it's
Like,
crazy.
I'm sure we'll have watch alongs. September, maybe we should look into doing watch alongs together because hey, the other ones on other channels, I don't know.
We can do that. We can do that, man. We can.
With our own graphics, man. Like this is better for
Yeah,
me.
we can. We can. Let's give it a shot, man. Just we select the game we're gonna do. Then we just
And I
play
can
it
watch
around.
more replays that way,
Yeah.
and also be in the know-how. So I'm watching La Liga now, so that's a thing.
But why is Mark also running away from that challenge? Because I know he also has that hot chip challenge to take. Why is he not taking it?
Well, look, I'm not. My sources tell me. I can't review my sources.
Yeah.
My sources tell me Mike N has a job
Yeah.
that he has to fulfill. That's keeping him away from home.
Okay.
The source also tells me that allegedly he has the chip. It's just not with him. It's in the office. So if he can get back home, he can get the chip to do the challenge. That's what my source tells me.
He has
Now,
to.
how true this is, we will see. Because I had to go to the man himself and say, dude, if this is true, just eat the chip. It's over. You go to the toilet for one day. We'll laugh at you.
Yeah.
It's finished. I can't wait to watch John eat. It cost me money to get this chip. I got him the chip. He must eat now.
Let me check. I have to just check it. I have to just check this hot chip. I want to see how much is it, man.
It's the one I bought him is 750. They wanted that one specifically for
My
him.
God.
And I still have to pay shipping costs to get it to Cape Town.
You crazy, man.
It's cost, what is it? The shipping costs are like overnight shipping. Sure, immediately.
This is mad, man.
Buy the chip.
Like how the fact that it's just just one chip. 700. Bro. My G. It's mad, man. It's mad. It's mad. But it is what it is, man. He has just check. Let me just check real quick, man. This week.
Because that's the other content I'm going to record yeah. Speaking on the whole Ineos stuff. I'm just going to be speaking about Ineos tomorrow. Speak more about this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to look into it's a premiere. I don't know if people had subscribed or did you? Because YouTube, funny enough, I checked my studio. Account. If people enough go to my studio, subscribe.
Straight up, man. Straight up.
That's memberships.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to do nice content because I'm also do other sports.
Yeah. Not your money. Nah. It has to be YouTube. So, Vegeta, there is Newcastle on Saturday. That's the top game. Then I think United are playing Tottenham on Sunday. Chelsea are playing Brighton actually though. I think I'll do it. Yeah, I'm doing watching for that. I'm doing that. I'm not really doing the Champions League. I'll keep my eye on it, but I'm doing this thing because ever since David Moyes came back into the club, they've actually started winning games, man.
Everton's been cooking. Because my I'm still working on the graphics.
Bro, you're cooking, man. You are cooking, man. That's
also working on an intro for us. I've got an intro
nice
for us. So
I'm
gonna send you.
guys, like you said, we'll be back later for the watch along Everton versus Stephanie, you sound like a Dalek.
What's a Dalek?
So what is Dalek?
What's a Dalek?
Google, man. Guys, we'll be back. Thanks for watching, guys.
Okay, guys, bye.
Big up to Stephanie.